Hello people, I wanted to show the build I use in Styanax without using his Intrepid stand document. Because you know, when we get to level cap, that's the minute you land on the ground, the overguard's broken. So you can't even really use it, you know, because it's breaking. You're jumping there, you're casting again. Literally that animation you're watching will just be happening 24/7. Because it'll break the minute you get on the ground. Now, unlike Steel Path, where you get a chance to build it up and not everything's hitting you for millions of damage, in my opinion, it's not really needed in level cap because this amazing ability here, if we put enough effort into this ability and build around it, you know, look at the shield, 3,727. It's a 2.5 duration iframes every time it breaks. So, you know, we're constantly going to be regenerating shields and we're going to be regenerating energy constantly. We're also going to be spamming abilities to regen shields at the same time. We've got an armor strip here, our grouping. I suppose we don't really need that. You know, you could swap them around whatever way you want. The grouping is quite nice. I think it's very underrated, the grouping ability. And nowadays, everything has got so low armor values and everything dies so easily that, you know, you don't really need this ability. So it's up to you whether you keep it or not. So as for mods, where is it? Looking at the wrong thing. So mod wise, this is what I've got: expertise, aegis. This is probably overkill. You could probably drop expertise. You know, looking at this, we've got 2.5 seconds until any shields are regained. 2.5 becoming vulnerable for 2.5 seconds. Sorry, and you know we're getting our shield back quite quick here. We've got a big shield pool there. We could even drop this, you know, or we could drop that. You know, if we look at this for example, what is this? We've got 2,000 there. So if we were to drop expertise, and let's say instead of expertise, if we were to put in, let's put in acceleration. We've got 925 shield. When that breaks, we're going to have 2.2. So we're not far off it. So we could drop expertise and we could put this in here. And you know, that's still achieving, what is it? The 2.5 second break. So I'm going to put that in there. If you want a beefier shield, replace this. I've put some utility in here for acceleration, but you know, if you want a bit bigger shield, put expertise in there. We've got Aegis, we've got shields back on that, shields back on that, shields back on these two. So these three mods here are going to be giving us shields back, including brief respite. It's going to be giving us energy and shields, and this is going to be giving us passive energy. It's probably overkill, but we'll see how it is in mission. We might find out that we need that at certain points. Where is it? We're going to take this too. Is looky. We've got more shields back here too. So let's take a nice weapon. What will we take? Let's take our Bratton. This can give us overguard. So this is kind of replacing our need for the augment. Plus this weapon here with this setup is going to melt every single thing in the game. You know how I feel about heat, corrosive, magnetic. If you've been watching my channel at all, you know how I feel about it. This is multiplicative, so damage here. Toxin, that's the only two stats I really care about here. Multiplicative with that. So that'll give us overguard if we ever need it. We could take this, I suppose. Not that we'll really need a melee, but we'll take it. And let's see how this functions. I've took Styanax to level cap with a less good version of this build because we didn't have expertise back then. So, you know, if you were to swap out expertise or redirection for one or the other, whatever one you want it in slot, it's going to function the same as this. There's footage of me doing it Styanax at level cap, and it was this way that I played it with shield regen because, like I said, the overguard becomes completely useless at the high levels. It's just breaking constantly and you can't keep it up. You know, if Rhino can generate 25 million overguard and it's gone in 2-3 hits, what Styanax is 20,000 going to do? And Steel Path, yeah, it's alright. But I think, I don't think we really need it.
Underestimate them at your peril.
I feel like Fortifier is a better way to gain overguard. Because, you know, as you're spamming your bullets, you're gaining overguard. So, activate Intrepid Stand. Look at our energy regen now. And once we activate Nourish, look at the energy regen now. Look at the speed of it going up. And on kill, we are getting shields back. So let's see if people can break the shield. It's going down. Broke it. Past that. Shield's going back up again. Now if you've got something chaining, a beam chaining weapon like the Torrid, you're going to be getting shields back even faster than this. And if it ages procs, we're in a lot of luck. Past it again. Give her another shot. And we're going to be extremely tanky. It feels like you're playing Styanax crossed with Hildren, or Styanax crossed with Caliban. It feels good. Over Intrepid stand. Oh, broke her shield there. Getting her shield back, we're fine. Surprised the Aegis hasn't dropped yet. See if we can get the proc. Did have Aegis on here. There we go. Okay, it's proc. Plus the Diriga is going to regen shields for us too. With Guardian. If I have Guardian on, I think I do. Should have checked. Wasn't sure. But as you can see, we're very tanky with this setup here. And then once you get into sort of level cap content with it, if things are getting a bit hairy, the shield's breaking too quickly, it just isn't proccing enough, we just pull this out. And the amount of enemies around that we can gain overguard from, that's another layer of survivability. When that breaks, you've then got 3000 shield to hopefully have Aegis proc on to then get your overguard back. And then if it does break, you've got 2.5 seconds of invulnerability. And this is, it's going to be extremely tanky. You're not going to have any problem surviving, in my opinion. I think my run was deathless, I can't remember. I'll maybe do another Styanax run a day when I get home and see how it goes.
Looks like you could use a bit of life support.
So let's see if we can get the shield to break and see how long it'll last, and if it does well. Look at that shield regen. We've got magnetic proc now. That can be an issue, obviously. But then, look, we've just regened it back again straight away. The fuck keeps magnetic procing us? This fucking cunt, that's who it is. And I'm stand here and tank some of this. Who the fuck is magnetic procing us? I just killed him. Maybe I came in the worst possible mission to showcase this. Of course, Malice putting all that on us.
Tick-tock. Time and oxygen are running out.
The ability casting is giving us shields back too. And that neck kind of struggling to break it there. Let's stand here and just tank some of this damage, see how we get on.
To save your hide. You can come home now.
The magnetic proc is obviously going to fuck it up, but look at this.
Unless, of course, you want to be. You are out of
Look at it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Few kills, shields are back up. Because the gas kills are going to constantly proc that shields back. And our only worry is violence and magnetic procs, which we can negate if we just pull out Fortifier. And, you know, we'll go to gate overguard instead of going at a horrible long animation that when we land on the ground the overguard instantly breaks. Well, this way we can constantly gate the overguard back, cast abilities and shoot a lot quicker than the animation. So that's really what I wanted to show. In my opinion, the best way to play Styanax is ignore that 4 augment, blow the shield regenerate and play it like this. And you're going to have a better time surviving, in my opinion. Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.